another video. That's right. It's the T on MPD and relationships. Hello, everyone. To all of my new subscribers and new family members, hello, hi, welcome. And to my tribe and family at large, welcome back. Thank you all so much for coming back. And of course, watching another video. Fam, y'all know I'm loving to always plug that Thursday night live stream. Listen, why? Because we need it. Why? Because it is so important. Listen, this is where we go from healing to wholeness to boldness. Listen, you don't want to miss that Thursday night live stream. I want to personally invite you to that Thursday night live stream, all right? I'd love to see you there, 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, right here on the T on MPD and relationships. Listen, if you are on, of course, the YouTube and the Facebook platforms, make sure you turn your notification bells on so you know when we go live on the channel, all right? All right, y'all, moving right along. What? Hit that like button, hit that like button. I need y'all to hit that like button. Can y'all do that? Can y'all do that? Can y'all hit that like button for me? Yeah, what? Okay, what? Can I say, help a sister out? Okay. Lord, help a sister out now. Can you help me out? Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. The goal of the day is 2.1K plus on the likes. Y'all know what? If you're rocks with your girl, y'all hit that like button for me. All right. All right, y'all. And then also too, if you are looking for or in need of a life coach, please email me at the email that's listed below in the description. Okay. The description box. Last but certainly not least, what? Pick up your copy of the book today. What is the copy of the book? It's called Seduced by Satan, y'all. Yeah. We seeing how these clowns get down in real life. Yeah. In real life. I'm telling y'all, it's a hot mess express. Okay. It really is. So listen, y'all, I want you to make sure you pick up your copy today. All right. Make sure that you grab a copy for yourself and someone else. All right. How about that? All right, y'all. Listen, and also too, if you're doing the holiday thing, if you're, you do your white elephant, not, it couldn't be white elephant because I think that's $10 gift, but, yeah, grab a copy for yourself, make them stop stocking stuffers. If you know people that are in toxic relationships, or you trying to send a hint, yeah, go ahead and give them that book because it's a page turner. Okay, they can enjoy it while they think about their own life. How about that? All right, y'all, let's jump into the topic of this video. I want to talk about, listen, why the narcissist is afraid to reach out to you and hoover you after the discard. You got them scared. I got them people scared to reach out to you. Why? Yeah. I want to talk about the fact that they are actually scared to reach out to you. Why are they scared to reach out to you after the discard? Why are they scared to hoover you after the discard? Y'all, this is a trip right here. I want to talk about this because you know what? Guess what? At the end of the day, I want y'all to understand something. The narcissists know that they are the weaker vessel. Okay? They know that they are the weaker vessel. They know that, guess what? In the grand scheme of things, they probably are going to lose out in the end because they are so trifling, y'all. They are so trifling. Okay, but I just want to talk about this for a moment. I want to talk about this for, on this video for these next fleeting moments. I want to talk about it. What actually makes them afraid to reach out to you after the discard? Well, these birds ought to be afraid, after they've done all of the stuff that they've done, after they've said everything that they've said and and they've treated you like crap, and they've done so many awful things. And let's not even talk about the fact that, they lied, they cheated. They probably done had you at the urgent care a few times, taking care of some stuff with antibiotics and a couple shots and pills. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that part right there too. They ought to be afraid to reach out, after the Hoover is over. I mean, these backwards walking giraffes, they just about liable to do anything. Yeah, they are. I mean, they all the way crazy, fam. They really are. But I want to talk about this because there is that person, what makes them, why are they afraid? Why? I mean, what has happened in the course of that relationship that's got them afraid to reach out to you? Well, it's not just you, okay? It's not just you. It's not just you per se. It's them too. Because you got to understand something. What actually makes a narcissist feel uncomfortable is it's not just you in general. It's the fact that they know that they've done things to you and said things that will probably just not be cool. And even though you may not have thought twice about some of the little small things that they said, they know what they meant by the sublims and all of that. Even if it took you a minute to catch up, okay, they know what they said, and they knew that at some point it's gonna make you feel uncomfortable. So it's not just you. It's the dumb stuff that they've done too. So what makes them feel uncomfortable, or what makes them afraid to reach out to you after the discard is this. Okay, first of all, what you got to understand is this. Is if they are going to be, if they're going to have conversation with you, okay? If they are going to be able to talk to you, they know that you need to be able to trust them, or they want you to trust them. Okay, they know after that discard has happened, you probably have uncovered a whole bunch of lies that they've told. You know, some stuff that they've said even to your face that you didn't like or agree with, that may not have necessarily been a lie. It was just real disrespectful. Yeah, it was just real disrespectful. Like, how could you say that, or how could you do that? Right? So you know that there are a lot of things that they have said in the course of that relationship, or they know that they've done things in the course of that relationship. They've said some stuff and not even just told lies or whatever, but they know they've been real disrespectful. So the chances of you believing them or answering a Hoover is going to be real. Probably they're thinking in their mind slim to none, unless they can find a real clever way to make you think that everything was your fault. Y'all get it? That's why everything has got to always be your fault. Did the bell come on up there? Y'all start thinking about that thing? Yeah, that's why. That's why. So when you look at it in retrospect, what has to happen is, and this is why they are so afraid to reach out to you and to Hoover you, is because when you split from the narcissist, and they're thinking about all of the different things that they've said and done, and they're thinking about how they're going to actually pin this on you, and they've not found, or the reason that they gave to you, you turn around and told them, nah, you ain't gonna pin that on me. You're not gonna sit up here and lie to me and lie to my face and tell me that I did this and that. No, you gave them their stuff back to them. You handed it to them, and you told them, no, I'm not gonna accept this bag of lies, because this is not what I did and it's not what I said. Okay, so basically in the end, right there, when y'all got to scrapping at the end and got to arguing about that thing, you basically told him, nah, this is a lie. I didn't say this and I didn't do this. And even if you did think I said it and I did it, I'm telling you that I didn't, and I'm not going to take full accountability for this. Okay, so you told him that. Okay, yeah. So if you told him that, yeah, that's gonna strike some fear in them. Yeah, that's one reason why they're gonna be real scared. And one of the biggest things here is this: is a narcissist operates on your reaction. Okay, they operate off of reactions and emotions. Okay, they really drive off of that. That's their fuel source most of the time, is to be able to lie to you and make you believe it. Do y'all know how much fuel that gives to them? When they lie to you and make you believe it? Yes, it does. It gives them a lot of fuel. And guess what? It makes them feel like they got a superpower. Yes, because they already think that they're smarter than all of us, right? But they are the biggest dummies in the room. The biggest, smartest dummies in the room. Isn't it? Yeah. So they really do. They thrive off of being able to lie to you and make you believe it. Okay, so when they lie to you and make you believe it, then guess what? That gives them a little bit more confidence to come back and hoover you. But see, when we just had that whole scenario where you told them that, nah, you're not about to pin all of this on me. Yeah, see, they remember that. So now they're thinking if they come back and hoover you, what's going to happen in that hoover? Because you're dealing with somebody that has very low self-esteem. You're dealing with somebody that thrives off of thrives off of you believing their lies. Okay. They thrive off of everything that's opposite of what's good for the relationship. Okay. So in the end, when we think about it all, when you start putting the puzzle pieces together, this is why they're so afraid of you, because guess what? They know that you have the ability to tell them the truth and don't care. Okay. But there's one even bigger than that, bigger than you believing, and taking the blame and accountability for everything. Some of y'all at the end, when you got to the end of the relationship, the narcissist started, doing all of these disrespectful things and, all of this kind of stuff. And you told them, you know what? You're not going to disrespect me anymore. This is it. I'm not going to take this from you. I'm done. It's a wrap on this. Well, not only did you tell them, okay, that you weren't going to take full accountability for the relationship working. Not only did you tell them that, but you showed them, okay? You showed them in a very profound way. Why? Because what you told them was this. You said, not only am I not going to take responsibility for it, but I'm going to go ahead and show out and all the way out. And I'm going to go ahead and expose your behind to your family and your friends for all of the things that you said and did to me and all the lies that you told behind their back too. Did some of y'all do that? Did some of y'all just really go show out and tell the truth to everybody about what the narcissist ever said to them? Because if you did, that exposure right there is going to really put a clamp on that Hoover. Because the last thing that a narcissist wants is exposure. Okay? They don't want exposure. And they definitely don't want to be shamed in the mess that they are creating. The mess is for you, not for them. Okay? Remember that. The mess is for you, not that backwards walking giraffe. See, they create the mess for you. You are to deal with the mess and clean up the mess, just like you did in the relationship, remember? Remember that? In the relationship when you dealt with the mess and you had to clean up the mess. But that's what they want in this whole situation too. So if you told them that, you basically exposed them in the end and brought shame to their name and all of this and that, this is why they're afraid to hoover you. Because the narcissists don't want to be rejected, especially by you. You know why? Because the more lies that they tell on you and the harder they go on you in that discard stage, you know why they go so hard on you? It's because they know that they never want to lose you. They know you have the strength. They know you have the power to pick yourself up. They know you have the ability to reinvent yourself over and over and over again. And not only do it, but to be successful at it. That's why they go so hard. That's why they went so hard in the relationship on you too. Because they know you have the power and the ability, the strength to be able to pick yourself up. So now you ask why? Why is the narcissist, why are they afraid to hoover you? What makes them afraid to hoover you after the discard? This is why. Your ability to pin that thing right back on them and tell them that you're not going to take this and really stay over there. Let it stay over there. It's going to stick. And then not only that, but then you turned around and went on ahead and exposed them for all of the crazy stuff that they did. And you told their family or whoever else about all the lies and everything else that they had been doing. That right there is going to get you. It's going to get you real good. Because after that right there, a narcissist is afraid of you. Okay, fam? They are. They are afraid of what you're going to say. They're afraid of what you're going to do. But most importantly, they're afraid of being rejected by you. I mean, they can deal with all of them other supplies. And they can, oh, she ain't nobody, or he ain't nobody. If it's, if it's a female narcissist or whatever. Oh, there ain't nobody. I can, I'll deal with that some other time. But you, they can't deal with that from you. You know why? Because guess what? They went hard. They grinded hard in the paint trying to get you. So all of the stuff that they did to get you, all the love bombing, the future faking, and all of that they did to get you, they gonna go just as hard in the devaluation stage. But even more than that, that is what makes them afraid to hoover you after the discard, is because the rejection from you would send them spiraling. Because you have the ability to hold them accountable. And not only that, you did it. And then you turned around and exposed their behinds right on top of that. And what you think they feel about that? They're afraid of you. And they're afraid of what other damage you could do. So this is what makes them afraid to hoover you. Because you got a whole lot of power in your hands. You know that. You got a whole lot of power in your hands. And the narcissist understands that too. And they ain't finna mess with you after that. All right, fam? So listen, y'all be real good to yourselves, all right? And y'all take care of yourselves. And I will see you all on the next video, fam. And I will see you all healed and whole at the top. Shalom, family. Peace.